worked out. Perfect. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, good. I'm kidding a little bit, so they want to see my expression.
They wanted to make sure that I could get out to lead the song.
Maybe they knew, right?
I really told him, I was like, no, I'm kind of low enough in the numbers now at this
Okay,
point.
yeah,
that
we're good.
I'm going to be in the front.
Right, yeah, no, I know.
But thank you. It was a nice show. Yeah,
So the juniors appear to be a lean turnout. I know there's some space there for the juniors.
They're all abroad.
There you go.
They're all abroad.
Yeah.
Or something.
Time was.
Time was.
Kind of a thing, but yeah.
I have your fabulous things about
That's awesome.
Seems to love it.
Yeah, everybody I've talked to, yeah.
We got.
No, I haven't won any of those awards.
The ones that we have here. I don't know. We haven't really.
No, I've never won. I've won.
With a sense of excitement and high privilege, I welcome you to our opening convocation. And by the authority vested in me as president by the Board of Trustees, I hereby open the 2025-2026 academic session of Randolph College. Woo! And now I would like to invite the president of the Black Student Alliance and Gina Livings Welburn 95 Fellow, Cameron Gould, to the podium for the reading of the land acknowledgement.
Thank you. We acknowledge the land Randolph College occupies was inhabited by Yesa, the people, but due to warfare, disease, forced migration, assimilation, and broken treaties, the people were reduced in number and were forced to a fraction of the land they once occupied. Today, descendants of the original people of the land, the Monacans, quote, understand that the land is the people, and the people are the land, and we are not strangers on any of the land that was once considered our territory, end quote. They are not relics of the past. They live among us, and we honor them. Thank you.
Thank you, Cameron. I am pleased to introduce Chris LeMasters, our Dean of Students. He will introduce the Student Government President.
It is my pleasure to introduce your Student Government President today. I'm excited to introduce someone who truly shows us what it means to live a life more abundant here at Randolph. Nora Elkanza is a psychology major with a minor in cognitive science from Charleston, West Virginia. You've probably seen her all over campus, whether giving tours to future Wildcats, helping new students settle in during orientation, or cheering on her teammates on the tennis court. On top of all of that, Nora is actively involved in numerous organizations and activities on campus. She has served as a resident assistant, worked with our alum office, and is now leading the student government as your president. She has even taken her leadership beyond Randolph by interning with West Virginia Department of Transportation and with the YWCA, where she supported survivors and made a real impact in the community. Fluent in both English and Arabic, Nora builds bridges, uplifts others, and reminds us that abundance is about more than what we accomplish. It's about the relationships we create and the communities we strengthen. Please join me in welcoming your student government president, Nora Alcanza.
Okay. Good afternoon, faculty, staff, and students. My name is Nora Alcanza, and I'm truly honored to stand here today as your student body president. As we begin this new academic year, I want to offer a warm and genuine welcome to every single one of you, but especially to the class of 2029. Welcome to Randolph. Welcome to the Wildcat family. You may not feel it just yet, but you are a part of now something truly special, a community that will shape you, challenge you, and inspire you in a multitude of ways. I also want to welcome back my even sisters and my odd juniors. I'm thrilled to share this year with all of you. Convocation has always felt like a moment of stillness before the rhythm of the year begins, a chance to pause, reflect, and look ahead. For the first years, this is the beginning, a blank page that's full of possibilities. For the sophomores and juniors, this is the beginning of a complicated, messy, yet beautiful process of discovering yourself and who you want to be. When I was a first year, for the seniors, it is the beginning of the end, the final stretch to a journey that has shaped us all. I didn't forget about you all. When I was a first year, I remember sitting here where you guys are today, watching my sister speak on this stage. I looked at her in awe. She was confident, poised, and so sure of her place here. I didn't know that I would one day fill her shoes, that I would grow into myself in ways I couldn't even imagine, that Randolph would become my home and the people around me would become my family. I didn't know that my hardest days would also become the ones that taught me the most about resilience, love, and community. I didn't know that I'd laugh until I cried in late night study sessions, or that I'd meet the people who would change my life forever. But now I know. And I want you, especially our new Wildcats, to know that you're not alone. You're surrounded by people who care, people who want to see you grow, who want to see you succeed, who will stand by you even when things are really hard. So, to the freshmen, this is your time. Take it all in. Be open to the unknown. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't even need to know your major, your career path, or even who you want to be just yet. The whole point is to explore, to try, and to stumble. Make friends, join clubs, and show up to events. And go to class even when it feels hard. Because those little things, they do add up. The connections you make right now might just be the ones you end up with. To the sophomores, my even sisters, congratulations on making it through your first year. You've earned your spot. But now comes a shift. Sophomore year is where things start to feel real. Your classes get tougher, responsibilities grow, and expectations rise. It can feel like you're stuck in the middle of not quite new anymore, but not quite established either. Trust me when I say this, you are growing, even when you don't feel it. Lean on one another. This year taught me who I could count on and who I could count on and who I wanted to be. To the juniors, you're so close. One more year before you step into senior year. This is the moment where everything starts to speed up. Take a breath. Look around. Cherish those moments with your classmates, especially your seniors. You'll miss them when they're gone. Keep showing up even when you're tired, even when things feel overwhelming. You made it this far for a reason. Don't lose sight. And finally, to my fellow seniors. Wow, can we take it in? Just for a second. We're here. We've walked these halls. I lost a button. Stayed up late night finishing assignments, laughed, cried, and questioned ourselves, and still we showed up. This is it, the beginning of the end. Sorry. It's bittersweet because while we still have time, we can feel the countdown starting. We're balancing capstones, grad school applications, job interviews, and figuring out what's next. But let's not rush through this. Let's be present, let's make memories, let's celebrate how far we've come to remind each other that we're not alone in this process. We've got each other, and that means everything. I won't pretend this journey is easy. There will be hard days. There will be days you want to quit. I've had them too. But I've learned that you don't have to do it alone, that asking for help isn't a weakness, it's courage. That falling down doesn't mean you failed, it means you're learning. Randolph has shaped me not just academically, but emotionally and spiritually and socially. This place and the people in it have helped me become who I am. I'm so proud to be a Wildcat. I'm proud of every late night conversation, every tough class, every tear, every laugh, every moment that has brought me here. So as we begin this year, I want to leave you with this. Be kind, be brave, be open, and show up for each other. Because we, all of us, are what makes Randolph the strong community that it is. Let's go Evens, let's go Wildcats.
Let's see. Okay. Well, what a joy it is to stand here and look out at all of you, including our newest Wildcats. Today marks the start of a new academic year and a historic moment for Randolph College. This year, we are welcoming the largest incoming class in our history. And, yeah. And that's not all. Our total enrollment has also reached an all-time high. This is extraordinary, especially at this point in time when colleges across the country are seeing their numbers decline. But here at Randolph, we're not just growing, we're thriving. And that's no accident. I believe with all my heart that we are growing and thriving because of our people. Our faculty, our staff, and our students, past and present, have built something real here within the red brick wall. Randolph is a place where learning stretches beyond the classroom, where curiosity, creativity, and critical thinking are part of everyday life, and where differences are not only accepted but embraced. And we are all part of this story. Before I go any further, I would like to extend my congratulations to our new seniors, the class of 2026. Woo! Seniors, you've worked hard to reach this point, and we're very proud of you. Wear your robes, your buttons, your crazy hats with pride. You've earned the right. I also want to welcome the newest members of our community, the mighty class of 2029. Woo! I speak for all of us when I say how happy we are to have you here at Randolph. I hope you know how much we're looking forward to getting to know you. Sophomores and juniors, I'm not leaving you out. We have an incredible year ahead of us, and I know you're looking forward to many important milestones upcoming in your journey here on campus. Convocation marks the beginning of the new school year. It represents new opportunities. On occasions like this one, I think it's important to take a moment to appreciate all that we have here at Randolph College. Students, we are fortunate to have an excellent faculty who stand ready to teach and inspire you. Please give them your recognition. They are nationally recognized, they are dedicated to their teaching, and they are here to help you pursue your passions. I also want to recognize our staff. A lot of them are up in the balcony, I think. These individuals often go above and beyond what is expected of them, and they make a special effort to get to know each of you individually. Students, you chose Randolph because something here spoke to you, because you wanted more than just a degree. You wanted a community, a place where you will be challenged and supported, where you can grow, discover, and lead, a place where you can be fully, authentically yourself, where you can be an original, as we like to say. When I arrived at Randolph, one of the first things I talked about was my belief that all of us who work here, faculty and staff, are both educators and leaders. No matter what job we hold, each one of us plays a significant role in the student experience here at Randolph College. First-year students, you will discover very quickly that Randolph is a community with faculty and staff members who want to help you, to listen to you, and support you in any way they can. Each year, I have the president's leadership team, they're up there, read a book. I figured they should at least read one book a year. You know. Sometimes we read a book directly related to higher education, but often the books I select focus on topics that at first glance might appear to be unusual choices. Last spring, the team read a book called Unreasonable Hospitality: The Remarkable Power of Giving People More Than They Expect by Will Guidara. This book chronicles Guidara's journey as a restaurateur, especially his experiences at the well-known, world-renowned 11 Madison Park in New York City. But Unreasonable Hospitality is more than just a book about the restaurant business. It's a book about how to transform good service into unforgettable experiences. For Guidara, unreasonable hospitality means, as you might imagine, going above and beyond what is expected. His staff's effort to do this elevated his restaurant to the #1 spot on the world's best 50 restaurants list. Guidara argues that any type of service should be personal, generous, and infused with genuine care. I've also encouraged all of us to approach what we do on campus in a way that creates a culture of yes. This means we approach every request, every question, every suggestion from a point of view that starts from a positive place. When something can't happen, we reach that decision only after considering if it could really be a possibility. Today and throughout the coming year, I would like for all of us, faculty, staff, and students, to work with each other and with those who visit our campus in ways that embrace a culture of yes, as well as the ideas offered in the book Unreasonable Hospitality. As we move into this new academic year, can we allow hospitality to be our mindset? Now, I want you to know that I'm the first to admit that hospitality may at first seem like a strange word to use in an academic setting. However, I recently learned from faculty member Amy Cohen that the concept of hospitality held an essential place in social codes for the ancient Greeks. The idea for the Greeks was that a stranger was automatically a guest when they showed up at your house. As a host, you welcomed that guest and you made sure they were comfortably fed and housed before you asked anything about who they were, where they were from, or what they believed. Being a bad host or a bad guest was a deeply felt societal breach. Now, Guidara writes that by adopting a hospitality-first mindset, any organization or leader will enhance their relationship with guests as well as with colleagues and friends. A big part of unreasonable hospitality is creating what he refers to as moments of delight or surprising people in memorable ways that are deeply personable and personal. One example from the book had a table of tourists at his upscale restaurant in New York mention that they hadn't tried yet a New York hot dog. So Guadara sent one of his servers out to buy hot dogs from the street vendor, and he served them at the table with white glove service, turning a small comment into an unforgettable moment. As we move through this year, let's think about ways we can surprise each other or surprise visitors to our campus. It might be something simple but meaningful and memorable. Also, I hope we will make sure that we treat each other and everyone who ventures onto our campus as human beings with emotions and stories. Let's remember to put people first in whatever we do. We come from different backgrounds, we have different experiences, and we often share different perspectives on issues that we are facing in today's complex and challenging world. But we're all human. We all have stories and experiences that have contributed to making us who we are today. And we are doing our very best, each of us, to live lives of meaning and purpose, guided by those personal stories and experiences. It's important that we recognize this about ourselves and about each other as we go about our various tasks and activities. At Randolph, we often talk about living an abundant life, something that is not confined to any single tradition or perspective, whether religious or secular. Our campus community is a living tapestry of beliefs, cultures, sincere commitments, and profound questions. Indeed, our differences are what make us unique and original. Encountering those kinds of differences in another, sometimes for the first time in our lives, can be intimidating at first. We live in a world where our differences are increasingly used by conflict entrepreneurs to frighten and divide us. But at Randolph, we are committed to the principle that our differences are our greatest assets. Encountering differences with kindness and curiosity expands our worldviews, makes us better thinkers, and helps us grow as human beings. When we do this difficult work of carefully listening and learning from one another, we widen our understanding not just of others, but of ourselves. And this, friends, is truly what it means to live life more abundantly. In Unreasonable Hospitality, Guadara makes a strong case that making people feel seen and cared for, any organization can create transformative experiences. Students, it's my goal that Randolph College provides you with the very best education possible. It is also my goal for each one of us, students, faculty, and staff, to feel seen, heard, and cared for. Through these ongoing efforts, as our campus continues to grow, I believe we can remain a strong and thriving community. Students, thank you for choosing Randolph. You are at the center of everything we do within the red brick wall. Faculty and staff, my continued gratitude for your commitment and unwavering belief in the power of a liberal arts education. Together, I believe we're making a difference and we are living life more abundantly. Thank you. Vita abundantior. Oh. Yes, it's my pleasure to introduce our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Tim Smith, and for the presentation of faculty awards and the introduction of new faculty.
Thank you, Sue, for that very warm welcome and introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. There they are. All right, it's my great pleasure to announce the winners of 3 awards presented annually to faculty at Randolph College. The Catherine Graves Davidson Award was established in 1975 to honor Trustee Emerita Catherine Graves Davidson, class of 1935. The award has been made possible by gifts from Mr. and Mrs. J. Wilson Newman and recognition of the services rendered by Mrs. Davidson and her husband, Frank G. Davidson. This award goes to a faculty member who has brought distinction to the college, and the winner is chosen by a committee of Lynchburg alumni in consultation with the provost. That's me. Our winner this year has brought attention to the college through her extensive service at the national level in the field of education. She has served as president of the American Association for Teaching and Curriculum, an organization founded in 1993 to promote the scholarly study of teaching and curriculum. She is currently the editor for that association's Curriculum and Teaching Dialogue Journal and has served as a newsletter editor for the American Education Research Association. She is reviewed for seven different professional journals and has been a site visitor for the Council of Accreditation of Education Preparation. The 2025 recipient of the Catherine Graves Davidson Award is Crystal Howell, Associate Professor of Education. It's a good thing she was sitting on the end. The Catherine Graves Davidson Scholarship Award, also in honor of our former trustee and made possible by gifts from Mr. and Mrs. J. Wilson Newman, is designed to call attention to the importance of scholarship and creative activity. The recipient is chosen by a faculty committee in consultation with the provost. This year's winner is renowned in the field of mathematics, known for his examination of permutation albifolds of free-field vertex algebras. It's very complicated math. He has published widely, including the Journal of Algebra and its Applications, the New York Journal of Mathematics, the Journal of Pure and Applied Algebra, and the International Journal of Algebra. Who knew there were that many journals for algebra? I think it's fabulous. He has also shared his research at conferences and invited talks in recent years from Sacramento to Little Rock, Seattle to Albany, Norway to Croatia. His footprint even extends to the internet, where over 300,000 subscribers to his YouTube channel have access to videos covering a wide range of mathematical topics. Please join me in congratulating the 2025 recipient of the Catherine Graves Davidson Scholarship Award, Michael Penn, Professor of Mathematics, Associate Professor. The Gilly A. LaRue Distinguished Teaching Award was established to honor Gilly A. LaRue, go figure, a student at the college in 1900 who returned to teach mathematics for over 4 decades and served as the dean of the college for 4 years. The winner is selected by a committee of former recipients in consultation with the provost and is based on student nominations. Students describe this year's recipient as thoughtful, patient, kind, approachable, caring, and always willing to help. One student wrote, "He shows up with the same positive attitude every day and knows how to keep the class engaged." Another noted, "He is a great communicator, encouraging students who may normally not participate during class discussion to do so. He is also able to simplify complex topics without taking away from their essence. A third noted, he makes every person in his class feel heard. For outstanding teaching and support of our students, I am pleased to present the 2025 Gilly A. LaRue Distinguished Teaching Award to Aaron Shreve, Associate Professor of Political Science. It's now also my pleasure to introduce the new full-time faculty that are joining us here behind the red brick wall this year. I don't know if you all can see them, but I will ask them to stand when I call your name. August Hardy, Assistant Professor of Economics. Caitlin Hubbard, Assistant Professor of Criminology and Criminal Justice. There she is. Jeff Kirshner, Director of the Master of Fine Arts and Arts Administration Program. Jeff, back there. Pinchin Lin, Assistant Professor of Sport and Exercise Studies. There he is. Crystal Peoples, Assistant Professor of Sociology. Betty Skeen, Visiting Assistant Professor of Dance and Director of the Helen McGehee Visiting Artist Program in Dance. M. Stang, Ainsworth Visiting Scholar of American Culture. Can I get one last round of applause for all of our exceptional faculty?
Thank you, Provost Tim. Once again, it's my pleasure to welcome you back for the 2025-2026 academic year. Please join us for the traditional serenade outside following the recessional. Now, will you all please stand if you are able and join us in the singing of the college song led by don't laugh about this. Led by Professor of Music Randall Spear with student members of the chorale. Please remain standing for the recessional. Let us out before you crowd into the aisles. Thank you all and have a great year.